Keishon lemonade. Ingredients: 12 ounces cachaca, 8 ounces of freshly squeezed lemon juice from about 3.5 lemons, 4 ounces of simple syrup, and this one right here is my favorite. 1 teaspoon of hot pepper sauce, Tabasco, my daddy Alabama, mama Louisiana. You mix that Negro with that Creole, make a Texas Bama. I've got hot sauce in my bag. Swag. Beyonce. Lemonade. Beyonce gives the world formulas. Formation is the sound of. Yo! Never telling other kids my middle name is Chardonnay. Growing up a black girl meant that Susie was automatically my favorite Rugrat. Even though she was the best one. Growing up a black girl meant shaking my head until dizzy just to hear the sound of my beads. Ow. Growing up a black girl meant playing with my dolls under my mom's desk while she pursued a higher education. I still remember growing up a black girl, growing up out of my bed this morning with hope. My lungs expanded, absorbing all the mysticism of life and pushing out all the uncertainty of myself. Intended for the world to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Just something positive. Process. Woohoo! This lemonade is gonna be good. To be a woman is to be unapologetically resilient despite everything. In my own community, I have witnessed the perseverance of strength for women of color. Even in the darkest of moments, these women have still found strength to uplift their culture. But this resiliency holds true for all of us who have made it through life's various trials. So, using the academic journal from Georgetown University, the articles Keishon Lemonade by Degon McDonald, The Washington Post, The Huffington Post, New York Times, The Odyssey, and The New Yorker, using the poem A Prayer for Black Joy by Jamon Ariel Hill, and the novel Behind the Mask of a Strong Black Woman by Tamara LaFontaine. Insight on the women who strive for success even when life hands them failure. For my mom, who is the sweetest person I know. A program. Because when life gives you women, you make Womenade. Beyonce is the embodiment of a fantastical female power, which is just that. Pure fantasy. I see it, I want it, I dream it, I work hard, I grind till I own it. I twirl on my haters, yo! If your hair is relaxed, white people are relaxed. If a black woman makes the choice to cut off all her hair or just do nothing to it, it's empowering to make that choice. Why can't hair just be hair? Growing up a black girl, guys were never attracted to me because I didn't have long silky hair, blue or hazel eyes, and I would always get roasted if I didn't have the newest 24-inch resilient hair running down my back. As a black girl, I always felt insecure. Bringing us back to Womenade, I say all of this because Beyonce implicitly and explicitly bear a real truth of what it means to be a black woman. Malcolm X said, the most disrespected, unprotected, and neglected person in America is the black woman. Formation is the sound of. Formation is the process of becoming, of being formed. Woo! To make simple syrup, combine half a cup of sugar and half a cup of water in a small saucepan over medium heat. Stir until the sugar completely dissolves. Bring to a slow rolling boil. Then reduce the heat to medium low. And cook for 500 years. Growing up a black girl, I hid my emotions a lot. So I think when people see a strong black woman, a single parent devoted to raising her children and working, maybe they think that I'm keeping everything under control. So I'm strong. Even though deep down inside, you don't be feeling that way. Throughout history, there's been an implicit notion that black women suffer in silence, especially when we talk about the pain inflicted on us. However, in the process, black women's bodies become repositories that contradict the one-dimensional view. This cover story, or what black women experience disproportionately, violations that fall to them as people of color and too often also a target, including black women who give the world everything they've got, including their bodies that sink slowly underwater as images flash past a strong black mother who was always there for me, a sister who was always there when I needed her, a wonderful dad who told me I was a princess. Growing up a black girl meant that knowing from a young age that the standard was different for me. But not only that I was capable of exceeding it, I was expected to do so. I found that many of my strong black friends also struggled to name what pained them. Rejection from faculty advisors, the intensity of classmates, and a general inability for others to see and treat them as human beings. Black women occupy a particular process I heard was called breathing. My life is simply a gift from someone or something I have yet to understand. It does not mean that this body is not meant for the space that it is in. It means that this body is a much needed disruption, an interruption of the mundane with life. Formation is the sound of death. And when I say life, I mean this expression of community. I mean this integral part of us that despite what some may think is essential to the machine we call us. But I am a butterfly, and every beat of my eyelash is an exponential curve of potential. The waking moment is the opportunity to change the world. Formation is the sound of. This mouth functions as more than a talking point. It is beauty being pushed through a creative space. This black is no mere defiance, but it is affirmation. This existence is an instance of miracles, of tears, prayer, and joy. Growing up a black girl, I decided I'm not going to let any stereotype stop me from achieving my goal. I decided that I will learn to embrace my hair and dark skin. I started to watch shows on TV that embraced my culture. I began to walk into classrooms with my head held high because my ancestors died for me to be able to get an education. But to all of the dark-skinned, light-skinned, brown or white-skinned, wonderfully made girls, don't ever let anyone define you.